Oh, hey, hi. Welcome back to All Things Equilateral. I know. Where am I? What am I doing? It's the holiday season, and just like most moms, I am pretty much freaking out. There's so much to do. But I'm going to hit the pause button just for a second and do something I've never done before on this channel, and that's a book haul. So if you guys love books as much as I do, you probably already know about the Book Outlet. If you don't, I will leave a link to it down below. It is a great site where they have books for, I don't know, $3.99, $4.99. You get the idea of the price range. It allows me to get some books, indulge in some books that maybe I wouldn't have picked up otherwise. One of the things that I want to do more of in 2017 is read more graphic novels. Now, a lot of my beloved YA stories have already come out in graphic novel format, and I have to admit, I've got a little issue with that, and that's that the illustrations sometimes are the same. They're identical. I don't know if they use the same illustrators or illustrators with similar styles, but frankly, I get bored of them and I've already read the story, so I'm not inclined to pick those up. But if it's a brand new story done in a graphic novel format, I am genuinely excited about it. So if you have any that you'd like to recommend to me, please leave comments down below and I promise to read them. The first book I picked up was a book called Anya's Ghost. It's by Vera Brosgol. This book has been recommended to me. I think I've seen it mostly on Goodreads, however, not so much on BookTube. The illustrations, you guys, look at them. They're just kind of plain and simple and yet whimsical and fun. This story, it sounds just like something that I would read anyway. It's about a girl who's just trying to fit into her world. She's trying to fit into school. She's having body image issues, and she's embarrassed by her family. Pause to let my kids know that I love them. Anyway, one day she looks down a well and sees a ghost, and the ghost becomes a friend of sorts. I'm really looking forward to this book. I will definitely do a book review on it and let you know more about it. Another author who is new to me but has been recommended a lot is Charles de Lint. This is a story about a 17-year-old named Imogen, and she moves to a new town thinking that she could reinvent herself from her punkish thrift store, tough girl kind of look. But instead, I think she comes across this whole world filled with fairies and, yes, ghosts. Apparently December is going to be full of ghosts for me. I'm hoping that he's an author that I love because he's got a lot of books out. So really looking forward to it. The last book in my Book Outlet haul is the Book of Speculation. Now, you guys have probably seen this on other BookTube channels. I know it's been on Goodreads forever. A bunch of my friends have read it. It's about a young librarian who one day receives a parcel in the mail that contains a very old book that has some family history. So this book it's a saga type of story filled with family history about carnivals, mermaids. I don't know if witches are in it. I'm really looking forward to it. Also, not very thick. Gotta love that this time of year. Now, I'm a big fan of Amazon. I have to admit, one of the books that I went click buy on was Saving Hamlet by Molly Booth. And this is for the theater geek in me. I love Shakespeare. I love the theater. This just sounded like an adorable story about a sophomore girl who is the stage manager for her high school's production of Hamlet. She sounds snarky and funny, and I think I'm gonna love it. The next book in my Amazon haul is a very old book. In fact, this is the 50th anniversary edition of it, and I'm so excited to reread it again. One of the great things about being a mom is getting to reread books with your kids. As my oldest read this for the first time a few years ago, I got to re-experience it again. And now that my second kid is in 8th grade, this is, I believe, on her list of books to read this year, and that's The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. If you haven't read it, the 50th anniversary editions are beautiful. It is a super short story, and you'll be introduced to a book that it left a mark on me that I still remember. The world of Pony Boy, the decisions that he had to make, the violence in the inner city. Yeah. And, oh, the quote, one of my favorite bookish quotes, "Stay gold, Pony Boy, stay gold." If you haven't read it, read it now. It's an incredible story. Now you guys know that Heather Petty, the author of Lock and More, is a good friend of mine. The second book in the Lock and More series was just released. It's Mind Games. I am looking forward to making a pot of tea and just sitting down with the tree lights on and reading this wonderful, wonderful Sherlock retelling. You guys, have you read it yet? And yes, I know, this is the ARC. Heather was very generous and gave me an ARC. But I bought 2 copies on Amazon, and those are going out as Christmas presents for certain people, so shh, don't tell them. And now the last book. I know, I keep saying I'm excited to read these books. I am genuinely excited to read this book. I have heard so much buzz about it. It's been compared to Harry Potter, which if you can want to compare a book to Harry Potter, you know what? I'm going to click buy on that. But I really hope that the comparison rings true. And I have a feeling with this book it will. It's called The Girl Who Drank the Moon. And it's by Kelly Barnhill. I think it's a middle grade novel. Maybe late middle grade, early YA. It's about a baby that's left in the woods that a witch finds, and the witch accidentally one night feeds the baby moonlight instead of starlight. And I guess starlight is like maybe good magic, moonlight, we don't know. We'll find out. It sounds like a fairy tale. It sounds magical, which I adore. And I'm ready just to jump into some really well done world building. Anyway, that is my haul for December, or November/early December. I hope that you guys have a moment where you can hit the pause button too. But in the meantime, hey, watch some of my old videos, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah,